Welcome to Mail Monday, a weekly series about your questions and my answers to them. Quick note on the gameplay, I am playing Hunger Games on hub.woodycraft.net. You grow to the chest, you get your stuff, you build up your character, and you kill each other, a lot like the movie Hunger Games. Also, you build alliances, and you fight people together and you move on. You can watch me play, it's a good time. Here we go! Oh yeah, one quick note. If you want to play this, check the description, it'll have everything that you need to know. Foster kid for Mail Monday. Hey Woody, I'm a 17-year-old male who graduated high school in June, and that was the beginning of the end. My mom died from cancer when I was 4, and my dad died from overdosing on painkillers the following year. I moved from foster family to foster family. I would like to think I was a smart but depressed kid from a young age. I've never had many friends. I was an antisocial kid when I was 14, and I got a job to help pay for things that I wanted. Clothes, cars, shoes, MMA gym, video games, etc. For that short amount of time, I felt like I was on top of the world, even though I still didn't have friends or a girlfriend at the time. I kept my grades up as high as I could so I could get a scholarship and go to college. I graduated with a 3.8 and I got accepted into 2 Ivy Leagues and all but one of the UCs, Stanford and MIT. If you're not American and this means nothing to you, these are very, very good colleges and universities. But none of them gave me scholarships. I know if I decided to go, I won't have time to study and keep a job. I have nothing left, Woody. For fuck's sake, I'm sending this message off of Starbucks Wi-Fi. I'm living out of my car and I'm taking showers at the gym. I'm going to work and trying to save money and decide if I should go to college one day. I was even dumped by my girlfriend for being such a deadbeat and not accepting her dad's offer to pay for some of my college fees. I don't know what to do, Woody. My depression has got the best out of me. Doing MMA, which I love doing, is one of the ways that I found you. Suicide looks like an option. What do I do? Mail Monday would be an amazing, but any sort of reply would be great. Thanks for everything. Keep it up. Team Colin. Used to know a kid just like him. Okay, so you got into a bunch of dream schools, but you didn't get into them for free. And you're going to have a couple of, bumps in the road along the way. Financially, your life is going to be stressful for a little bit. And I feel for you. Like, I get that. I hear what you're going through. The thing is, it feels like you're letting one of life's losses turn you into a loser. And that's bad behavior. That's the thing that I want you to stop doing. You can't let one loss make you a loser. That if you do that, then you're gonna be a loser. That's the problem. Life is gonna have bumps in the road constantly, right? You're gonna have little failures at work. You're gonna have little failures in relationships. You're going to have little failures at school. You're gonna miss a deadline. You're gonna fail a class. And I've had more failures than most people I know, but you put your head down, you march forward, and you do your thing. And that's what I'm asking you to do. What's your next step, dude? What are you going to do? You didn't get the scholarships you need. Have you called the schools and talked to them about financing? Have you talked about home loans? If people don't know, just about anybody can get a scholarship from school, right? Like they're easy to get. And the reason they're easy to get is that you're just about forced to pay them back. They will chase you down. They will garnish your wages, which means take it out of your paycheck before it comes to you. That's the thing. And even if you go bankrupt, you have to pay back your student loans because they're taking a risk on like this unproven 17 or 18-year-old kid. And in exchange, the government gives them certain assurances that they're going to get paid back, like the ability to chase you down and strangle your neck until you pay. So, on topic, you can get loans to go to school. Everybody does. Lots of people do anyway. You can't let not getting a free ride prevent you from living out your dreams. I assume because you applied to all these colleges that you have a career in mind that requires college. You can't give that up just because you didn't get what you were hoping for, coming out of high school. Take a loan, talk to the schools about financing. A lot of times they offer some sort of financial aid that would, that would be to your benefit. So get that done. You're not allowed to fail here. Like, you've got too much going here. You've got such a bright future. I guess you had something special with your girlfriend, given that her father was willing to fund your college to some extent. I imagine that offer's gone. But you can't live in a car and not do your thing without calling these colleges and asking them about their financial aid departments and what they can do for you. When you hit a bump in the road, you just pedal harder and get back to the speed you were on. And if you do that your entire life, you're going to be happy and healthy and wealthy. That's the goal. Best friend betrayal with enemy. What to do? Please help. Hey Woody, so I've known this guy, friend 1, for roughly 6 years. We've been best friends for the last 2.5, and I'm a 17-year-old guy. So 2 years ago, my enemy was part of our friendship circle, but we parted ways when he betrayed us. Even more so to my friend than to me. Fast forward a couple weeks ago, and me and friend 1 both get a message from him apologizing. However, the only reason for this is that all of his friends are moving away to university while he's staying here. I ignored the apology, however, friend 1 forgave him and continued to talk to him like nothing happened. He knows this is the only person in the world I completely despise, and I've confronted him about it multiple times, but he denies it every time and lies straight to my face. I love and care about my best friend more than anything else in the world. What worries me more is that soon they'll be hanging out together, and knowing how the enemy is, he could manipulate my friend 1 into turning against me. Please, Woody, I'm super confused and I don't know how to approach this. Any help is super appreciated, and I'm sorry if I worded this badly. Nah, I got it. You know, when people betray me, I drop them. I really do. I feel like I do loyalty pretty well. And, you know, when someone's my friend or my loved one, I'm on their side through thick and thin, right? There are good times, there are bad times, etc. But, you know, if they start siding against me, that's it. You're done. You're cut out. I don't need you. I certainly... with friends like that, who needs enemies? That's my line of thinking, and I drop them, and they're gone, and they're out of my life. That's how I roll. It's happened to me recent, actually. I cut a guy out of my life who was a friend of mine for a betrayal type thing. And, you know, that I feel like it's a good way to go because you don't need people around you who aren't going to treat you right. From your letter, it's pretty clear that you care about the guy we're calling friend 1 a lot. You know, he's not someone that you just want to cut loose without thinking this through. So I think if you value your friendship with him, instead of confronting him and like acting like you caught him or something, I think you should talk to him about it and say, you know, hey, how did we get here? You know, what's wrong? You know, there's an elephant in the room here. There's a problem between the two of us, and you know, I feel like, you know, we're losing what we had because, you know, of your partnership with this other friend. I have a hard time getting over what he did, and you know, you seem to have done that. I can't be associated with him. You know, lay it out like that. Let him know and see what he comes back and says. I don't think he's going to full out deny having ever talked to him if you talk to him kind of calmly and coolly and say, you know, just like I did, what are we going to do here? How do we move forward? I'm having a hard time, you know, with this guy that you brought back into our lives. And, you know, talking about it doesn't seem like an extraordinary answer to me. It doesn't seem wise, but that's what a grown-up would do. And I think if you handle this like a grown-up, it might turn out okay for you. Hey Woody, I just watched your video Nice Guys Finish Last. Great video, by the way. And I see myself as a nice guy, and I finish last. The problem is, I have nothing to offer women that will make me not last. I'm not athletic, I'm not really attractive, I'm not extremely cool, and I'm not that smooth talking. So what can I do? How can I not come in last and get the girl? Mail Monday or a simple reply would mean the world to me. Thanks for reading this message. Keep up the vids. Keep up the good work. And Racist Lefty. If Racist Lefty means nothing to you, it's a painkiller already joke. It's a series I do on Saturdays. Anyway, you're a nice guy. You're finishing last. What do we do? Let's talk. If you haven't seen the video that he's talking about, its central thesis is that it takes more than just being nice to be extraordinary enough to get someone to love you, right? People don't swoon over one another just because they're nice. People don't like say, wow, you know, check out that girl or guy or whatever. Like, you know, they don't want to be next to you just because you're kind. Typically you have to do something. Look at him play that sport. Look at him play the guitar. Look at him, you know, as you get older, you know, like I didn't mean to fly right there on the screen. As you get older, you know, look at him, you know, earn a living or something like that. Like, that's one of the things that you know, the attractive thing is part of it too. All those things put together a package And simply not being mean, which is really what being nice is all about, isn't really a big enough part of the package to attract people like you want to. So what are we going to do about that? All right. First thing I want you to do is pick girls in your general status, right? You know, so if you're Danny DeVito, I don't know if you guys know who he is. He's from Always Sunny in Philadelphia and the movie Twins. And you're going after Megan Fox or that chick from Harry Potter, whatever the hell her name is, then you guys are all going to tell me in the comments now. But if you're after one of them and you look like Danny DeVito, it's not going to work out, right? They're out of your league. Find someone who's in your general league, right? And they can still be pretty. They can still be the perfect version. But if you're a 7, find a 7 that you like and talk to her and see how that goes. And then play the numbers game. And the numbers game being, you don't let one no make you feel like a loser. Like I was telling the first guy, one loss doesn't make you a loser. Everybody loses, you know. There's tons of stories littered throughout history of either, you know, political or economic success where people lose like 40 times and then it turns into their biggest victory in the world because they were persistent and they went at it. That is a strategy that works with girls too. So on topic here, find girls who are at some point, you know, within your level, within your grasp. Next up, work on being extraordinary. When I read your letter, I felt like there was this tone of resignation. I'm not athletic. I'm not attractive. I'm not extremely cool. I'm not that smooth talking. Why can't you be those things? You know, like no one's born special. Everybody, you know, works towards special. Nobody is just gifted with this stuff. You work at it. Even the guys like LeBron James, right? I heard some guys say, you know, that guy never lifted a weight until, you know, he was whatever in the NBA. Yeah, all right. Let's not deny that he's had some athletic gifts, but LeBron James worked his butt off. From the time he was a little kid, he worked his butt off to get where he is. Now, we can't all be LeBron James, even with the same level of work. But you don't get to be him unless you work at it. I guarantee you there's plenty of other guys who washed out who had his level of genetics. There are plenty of guys who, you know, succeeded with lesser genetics. What I'm telling you is to step up your game. You can't just resign yourself to being ordinary. You can't just, you know, say, look, yeah, I'm not really special. I don't really have much going on. I don't talk smooth. I don't do this. I don't do that. Practice. Have a few lines. Hold your chin up. Puff your chest out. Make you the super version of you. But do not accept that you're not special. You know, like I'm not special. Like I know me. I know like that there's nothing like I know me better than most. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But there are plenty of people who think that I'm special, and I work at being so. I take time and I put effort into everything I do. I don't give up easily. You know, there are times when it feels like all of YouTube is lined up to picking on me. Fuck them, right? I don't care. There are times when the days just go rough. Whatever. When life deals you a rough day, that's a day that you know you need to step up your game and work a little bit harder. That it does it all the time, and you need to respond appropriately all the time. So now, if you're watching this and you're saying to yourself that I'm not extraordinary in any way and I got nothing to offer a girl, watch it instead say, it looks like I need to step up my game. I wonder how I can do this. I wonder how I can be the super version of me that I need to be to live a better than average life. And if you do that, then things are going to go your way. And that's what I'm looking for. If you want to play the game that I just played, check the description for all the stuff that you need. Be sure to click on like, subscribe in the top right. Here's 2 videos you may have missed.